Did you ever notice that the more you want something, the harder it is to get it? It's like the more you want something, the more you chase, the more you obsess on something, the more importance you give to that thing. It's like it's resisting you, right? And the more that thing is resisting you, the more you chase, the more you obsess, the more you want it. And it's creating that deep lack in your life, that deep desire to want it. But also it's making you really miserable, and it's actually making it harder for you to get what you want. And this is one of the most important lessons that we can really master and understand. I remember when I was needy, when I was lacking, when I was desperate, this is when I became the most miserable in my life, because the more I was chasing things, the more I was working hard, the more I was obsessing, the more I really wanted something, the more it was creating misery and stress and anxiety and doubt in my life. And when I didn't care, literally when I stopped caring, when I didn't care, when I was like, I don't really give a damn about this, it just happened. It just happened. It just flowed in. It was just like easy, like one of those things that just pops in kind of thing. And it makes you wonder, what is that, right? Why is this way? It makes no common sense. But you have to realize, and you really have to learn to master this law, because it's very paradoxical, right? We are taught that the more you work, the more you push, the more you hustle, the more things will come. But the truth is that there's a balance of a poised intensity. The more detached you are and the more inspired action you take, the more you're in that flow, in that alignment, and the more it flows into your life. And that's a super important lesson to master. And really the point is that it has a lot to do with your energy. I remember many years ago when I was with a friend, we were talking, right? And we were both dating at that time. And the conversation went like this, like we were remembering a time when we were both single, dating, going on all those apps to try to find someone. We were available, we were looking, and we were ready to meet somebody, right? And at that time, I remember like the struggle. Like it wasn't easy to just find someone, right? But then the most bizarre thing is that when you're actually in a relationship and when you're dating somebody, all of a sudden you seem to be getting all form of attention. You seem to be getting more attention. And we were talking about how, just fucked up this is, right? And at the time, many years ago, I didn't really understand that this was simply because of the energy. You see, when you go from this energy of lacking or wanting something and versus the energy of having something, being something, it's completely different. And what it's attracting, what it's creating and generating in your life is very different, because you are demonstrating a very different energy. And this is why the saying goes, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Success creates more success, because it's about the energy. And this is something I really want you to understand in this video about this concept. Where are you coming from? Where is your energy coming from? Because think about this, when you have something, right? When you feel like you have something, when you don't need that thing, what's your energy like? You're much more calmer, you're much more grounded, you're much more whole, right? So in that moment, what you're demonstrating, what your energy is demonstrating and speaking into the universe is that I'm complete on that level. And so when you have completeness, it's easy for things to flow because you are a direct match to those experiences. But when you go into that energy of I don't have, I'm lacking, or I want, that wanting energy, whatever that thing, whatever the wanting might be, right? I want it. What is that energy demonstrating? What you're demonstrating is the lack of that thing in your experience, in your energy. Meaning that the direct match of this is more lack. It's demonstrating lack, therefore you're receiving the appearance of lack. Now, this is also the ego greatest game, is that we subconsciously project on those things where we give so much importance, where we put things and people on a pedestal, is because we project our subconscious needs and desires onto that thing. So, I want love, I want success, I want security, I want to feel, good about myself, I want to feel worthy, whatever it might be. We're projecting on that thing. When I get the money, when I get that job, when I get that situation, when I get that woman, that man, when I get that thing, it will come with that feeling. It will come with that thing that will fill the hole, the wanting, the lack, and it's going to make me whole, right? And it's funny because a lot of people sometimes use this analogy that, we complete each other, right? And it's just saying that alone, I'm not complete, I'm not whole. So it's a very strange way to think and to use certain metaphors that we have about how other people or external things can complete us. But the reality is that that's not the case. As long as the whole is there, even if you do get the thing somehow, you'll go back to chasing very fast, very soon after that. It might be something else. It might be another relationship because you feel like this one is not working, it's not filling that hole anymore. So you'll go back into chasing because that's your default mode, that's your default subconscious pattern. So this is why you have to realize that whatever you perceive, wherever you tend to give so much importance, wherever you tend to put things and people on a pedestal the most often, is because of subconscious needs that you project. And so it's perpetuating that energy that what I don't have between myself, what I perceive of lacking between myself, emotional needs, yeah, because it's always about emotional needs, I'm going to project subconsciously on something. And when I get that thing, then I'll be whole, then I'll be happy, then all my problems will be away. So how can you then escape this pattern? It's very simple. You have to practice first this idea. First, you have to practice releasing and dropping the importance. How do you do that? By simply practicing the thought that, you know what, whether I get that thing or not, I'm going to be okay. Whether I have it or not, whether it works out or not, whether I get the job or not, whether I get the promotion or not, whether the relationship works out or not, whether this or that works out or not, I'm going to be okay. And you got to notice how much resistance you have that comes up straight away, because the more resistance you have toward that statement, toward really feeling at peace with that statement, towards something you really want, the more that resistance will show you how entangled you are emotionally toward getting that thing. Because the mind interprets that statement sometimes as, if I drop the importance, I drop the goal, I drop the need, I'm not going to get it, right? We associate releasing importance with giving up. And we freak out, we get all defensive. No, but I need it, you don't understand. And that's just the mind showing you how much resistance has been given to that thing. There's like all that excess energy. And that's why you're in that hamster wheel. That's why you're panicking almost at the idea of not getting it. And it shows you just how much involved you are, consciously or subconsciously, emotionally, energetically, toward that thing. And this is why you have to practice releasing that resistance. How do you release the resistance? By first noticing it and by feeling into it. Feeling into it until you can get a sense of relief that, you know what, I will be okay no matter what. And depending on what it is and how much resistance you have, it can take a while. But the more you practice this, the easier it will get, especially if you do step number 2 as well. And step number 2 gets you to look deeper between yourself at what is the projection, what is it exactly that I'm projecting on that thing, what do I think emotionally, what is the quality that I think it will bring and give and add into my life. When I wanted to get more money, I remember how much I felt that it would make me feel worthy, good about myself. Yeah, I had directly entangled success, money, wealth with feeling good about myself, being worthy, getting that feeling. So when I didn't have it, I was projecting that feeling that, well, I just need a little bit more, I just need a little bit more, I just need a little bit more, right? And it's never enough because I didn't master that quality between myself. So I was looking, overcompensating somehow externally to get it. So really look at what are the things that I really want. Where do you tend to put so much importance on, right? On those goals and desires that you have, that you try to control and obsess and drag into your life. And be really honest. What do I think this will bring into my life? How would it really make me feel? And keep this in mind that this is a lot to do with your energy. Are you living from a place of lack or from a place of having? Are you demonstrating the wanting, the energy that I don't have it? Or are you demonstrating the completeness? Because when you're complete, when you're whole, there is no lack. And when there is no lack, you don't really care whether you get it or not because you're really complete already. So you want that thing, yes. You're not dropping it because on some level you want it for whatever reason. So it's okay to want it, to get it, but I don't need it. And there's a massive difference in terms of energy and emotions and intention behind the goal then. And then you'll see how simply those things can come into your life, how inspired you can get to take some actions, to do some right things, to get involved in the right place at the right time, to bring those things into life. I hope this video makes sense, guys, because this is such a powerful lesson that we get, and if you're anything like me, that we get to practice over and over and over and over again. And the more we do, the more we get to detach, the easier it is for us to get to the place that we actually want to be and to integrate certain part of us, certain beliefs and certain emotional needs. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Thank you for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this type of video, guys. I'll see you next time.